This is where the Knights Templar enter the frame. History portrays them as crusaders, but their true mission may have been far more esoteric. In the ruins of Solomon's Temple, the Templars didn't find a cup. They found the truth about the Despacini. They became the financiers and protectors of this hidden bloodline. The suppression of the Templars in 1307 was the final attempt to cauterize this wound in history. King Philip the Fair and Pope Clement V tried to burn every record of the secret of the rose. But you cannot kill an idea whose time has come. The secret survived in Freemasonry and Hermetic orders, and in the very heraldry of European royalty. The fleur-de-lis is not just a lily. It is a stylized representation of the womb and the seed. Sarah Kali stayed in the shadows, her story preserved by the Romani and the secret societies, waiting for the 21st century, the age of information, to finally decode the symbols they left behind in stone and song. The mother of shadows and the universal archetype Sarah Kali is more than a historical figure. She is a cosmic necessity. She embodies the dark mother archetype that appears in every major civilization, always representing the fertile void from which all life emerges. She is Isis in Egypt, reclaiming the pieces of her murdered husband. She is the Hindu Kali, dancing on the corpse of the ego. She is Pachamama in the Andes and Yamaya in the heart of the African diaspora. When the patriarchal religions of the West tried to bleach spirituality, turning it into a sterile, sky-based concept, the human soul rebelled by holding on to the dark saint. The skin of Sarah Kali is black because she represents the prima materia of the alchemists, the blackened earth, where the soul must go to be reborn. In the analytical psychology of Carl Jung, the Black Madonna is the bridge to the unconscious. She is the part of the divine that was exiled because she was too powerful, too visceral, and too connected to the body. By honoring Sarah, we are not just honoring a child of history. We are integrating the suppressed feminine back into the Godhead. She is the patron of the uncounted, the unseen, and the unbroken. This archetypal power is why her cult never needed a central authority to survive. You don't need a priest to tell you how to feel when you look at the sea. Sarah Kali belongs to the water, the element of emotion, intuition, and the womb. In Brazil, the parallels between Sarah and Our Lady of Aparecida or the Orisha Yemaya are undeniable. They are all found in the waters. They are all dark-skinned, and they all offer a refuge that the formal church cannot provide. They represent a spirituality of the gut rather than the head. Sarah is the daughter of the Logos, Word, and the Sophia, Wisdom, making her the Gnosis, knowledge made flesh. To look into the eyes of Sarah Kali is to look into the dark night of the soul and find that it is not empty, but full of life. The institutions fear her because she represents a direct, unmediated connection to the divine. She proves that the sacred can be found in a gypsy tent just as easily as in a cathedral, perhaps even more so. She is the queen of the crossroads, standing at the intersection of the Jewish past and the European future. As we move into an era of spiritual decentralization, Sarah Kali emerges as the ultimate guide for the modern seeker. She is the silent witness to the fact that the most powerful force in the universe is not the sword of the conqueror, but the blood of the lineage. The awakening of the rose and the new consciousness. We are living in the age of revelation, where the secrets that were whispered in the shadows for 2,000 years are finally stepping into the light. The Sarah Kali effect is a global phenomenon. It is no longer just about a small village in France. It is about a worldwide restoration of the sacred feminine. The bloodline of Sarah is being rediscovered, not just through genetic testing, but through a vibrational lineage. People who have no biological connection to the Middle East are suddenly feeling an intense, inexplicable pull toward the story of Sarah and Magdalene. This is the awakening of the rose. In 2024 and 2025, the narrative has shifted from conspiracy theory to academic inquiry. Universities are now hosting chairs for the study of Romani spirituality and Gnostic history. The Gospel of Sarah, once a fragmented piece of myth, is being reconstructed by AI and linguistic scholars who find its echoes in ancient liturgies. But more importantly, Sarah has become a symbol for the new humanity, a humanity that refuses to choose between the spirit and the body. She is the fruit of a fully human Christ, who loved a woman, who fathered a child, and who left a legacy that wasn't about a religion, but about a family. The activation of this consciousness is literal. As the Index Secretis Sarae, the Vatican's hidden files, slowly leak or are decoded, the world is realizing that the erasure of Sarah was the erasure of our own balance. To accept Sarah is to heal the ancient rift between the sexes. It is to admit that the Son of God was also a father of man. If you feel a resonance with this story, it isn't a coincidence, it is a biological and spiritual recognition. You are the echo of the rose that never dried. You are the guardian of the frequency that the Cathars died to protect. Sarah Kali is the bridge to a future where we are our own priests. She didn't leave a book. She left a presence. She didn't leave a law. She left a song. As we close this documentary, remember that the boat is still arriving. The waters of memory are still rising. The dark daughter of the light is no longer a secret, she is an invitation. An invitation to reclaim the Grail within your own blood and to walk the path of the beloved. The flame that was lit in the Gypsy camps has become a sun. The silence of 2,000 years has finally been broken. Sarah Kali has returned.